and he will be back. Okay, Zane Frazizer, man we're familiar with, a kickboxer, a big man, against Vasily Kudin, a sambo man. Frazizer, the much bigger of the two.
Yeah, both guys well experienced in no holds bar. I expect another fabulous fight. Kudin, we've seen fight in Russia before. Zane Frazizer, we've seen fight all over the world. He's been working on his ground skills, he tells us. Zane Frazizer, really a traditional karate fighter, pretty much a stand-up guy, great right hand, but he has been training on the ground. Let's see how good he's got.
Frazizer, by the way, operates a martial arts studio.
North Hollywood, California.
North Hollywood. He's been training, I guess, recently in Arizona.
Yep.
Trying to work on those ground skills with some very good fighters. And he's just a pleasant guy, very intelligent, smart guy. And here's the tail of the tape. You see it one more time. And we got the Russian and the American.
Yeah, the American, for recent times, we haven't seen too big of Americans. You're seeing the biggest ones pretty much that we have. You're seeing American wrestlers and a couple of big traditional martial artists, that being Zane Frazizer and Joe Charles. Joe Charles, as we said, of recent, maybe the last 4 or 5 years, really working on his ground skills. He's got a black belt in judo. He's a fabulous finisher. You saw what he just did in his last fight with the ankle locks. Zane Frazizer, a similar type of style. I would expect him to do similar things.
Zane loves to stay up, loves to strike. We have seen him, he can be vulnerable when he's on the ground, as most non-jiu-jitsu or non-wrestlers are.
Yeah, he doesn't have the finishing techniques, but he's a big, big puncher, expecting to knock out his opponent. As we said, he has been working on his ground skills, working on some of the finishing techniques, but I expect this one to go in a knockout. Or the Sambo fighter, also very good with the leg locks. He'll be looking for leg locks, experienced in the ring.
He looks like a warrior, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Rugged.
Yeah, he's a tough guy, very calm, very confident, coming in, ready to go. No questions, just show me the fighter.
No question that these two men will feel each other out like they normally do, and it'll be interesting. I think the Sambo man is going to try and shoot maybe and get him on his back early.
He should be the better ground fighter. Zane Frazizer should be better on his feet. But again, we're just always shocked every time we watch two fighters go in the ring because they don't always tell us everything they've been doing.
Yeah, a lot of guys like to change their strategies, and Frazizer coming out, a classic boxing stance.
Nice leg kick by Frazizer.
Low near the knee, behind the knee.
Generally, in no holds bar, you want to keep those legs and those kicks very low. You don't want to throw anything too high. You really open yourself up for a takedown.
Both men wearing shoes. Frazizer outweighs his opponent by 55 pounds. And that's a whole bushel basket full of kilos.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's that much bigger, but that's what the weigh-in showed us.
Look at the chest on Zane Frazizer.
Yeah.
He's a huge chest.
Big, strong guy. Big, strong guy.
You know, his wife is a black belt.
Look at the Russian. You'll see, actually, Zane tried to go for a takedown. Attempted one-legged takedown. Kind of surprised the Russian. The Russian digging in for the choke now.
That's going to be tough to choke out Frazizer, I believe.
We'll see how much experience he has in this. The Russian really not having a hold there. Zane really wants to pull that leg out and push his opponent forward. But you see the Russian with a lot of experience holding tight, not allowing that to happen. He keeps the right arm over the left arm of Frazizer, not enabling Frazizer to get that shoulder into him and to get into the mounted position.
All right, Frazizer kind of biding his time at this time. Actually, as you pointed out, expect the unexpected from these men. Frazizer, a kickboxer, a stand-up type fighter, shoots down low and comes up a bit short, and this is a predicament he's in right now.
Yeah, when you have to think about what you're doing, not like a Nick Nutter who just shoots in, when you have to think about what you're doing, and he thought about it. There was a hesitation, and he got one leg, but barely, and he wasn't able to get his guy on his back. Now he's in a situation that it doesn't appear he's in big trouble, but it's not anything that's great, and what does he do from here? It's just not a comfortable position for him.
Basically, we have a stalemate at this time here in Tel Aviv, Israel. This is AFC Championship number 3.
Both guys really being patient. It's okay. You try and wait for an opportunity. You don't want to make a mistake. You look for your opponent to react in some way, and then you do what you need to do. Or hopefully, again, for the experienced guys, whatever comes naturally. Just reacting. Pure reaction you need in this type of fight. Both fighters actually just seem to be content at the position in what they're doing.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Greg Friedman. The Russian, Vasily Kudin, seems content just to trying to keep that headlock in there, but he's not really doing anything.
No, he's trying just to control him because neither one of them is really in a good position to do anything. Zane is in the better position. He needs to pull that leg out and rush forward. He's probably hesitant because he doesn't want to give up that neck, but he needs to do something. See if he could sweep his left leg around and push forward. He needs to push forward and use his strength to get the Russian on his back. And then he can slip out because he's clearly the stronger to get his hand under the hand of the Russian.
Is that's obviously a sign of inexperience in the ground fighting skills?
I think so. I think so.
Well, the referee content to walk around, take a look out in the crowd now, chanting, "Let's get it on, guys. Let's make something happen here."
Yeah, a lot of people don't really understand all the thinking that goes on in there, and you just don't want to make a mistake. The experienced, no-holds-barred fighters and fans really understand that there's a lot of thinking. You cannot afford to make a mistake. This is a tournament. This isn't just one shot. This isn't just one fight. This isn't just one night. These guys, this is their career. This is their job, and they need to not make a mistake.
Great observation, because that's exactly what happened in the last fight. A lull in the action for several minutes. All of a sudden, one mistake and it was over.
There they react.
Frazier now trying to get out.
The Russian trying to dig it in, and Zane lifting him up but unable to pull out.
So you saw the strength of ZANE FRAIZER using the neck and shoulder muscles to lift up the 210-pound Russian, but he couldn't get away.
See, that's good. That was good by Zane. He wants to get that left leg outside and push forward. You want to get the Russian on his back. And then, see, he needs to slip that right arm in. He's just not reacting. He doesn't know exactly what he should be doing. Tough position.
They're going to break him up. Looks like Zane woke up. Hey, what's going on? Oh, okay, he's telling Federico Lapenda, our promoter, he's saying, Zane, you got to do something. You got to make something happen.
They were taking a look at the tape. They were cleaning up the sweat. Both these guys very sweaty. They're going to start them fresh. Oh, it was the hand wraps of the Russian. He's having them take them off because those were undone, and we don't want anybody to get poked in the eye with loose stuff, and it just kind of gets in the way. They have the choice whether to wrap their hands or not wrap their hands. You'll see they can kind of do whatever they want here in Israel. Unlike the restricted America, as we've seen the changes where they must wear gloves or so forth, pretty much they let it go here, as they do in Russia.
The sport remains pure.
Nice left hand by Frazier. He's a quick, strong guy. He should use that.
Russian just throwing a right that doesn't hit.
Trying to throw big right hands.
Good defense by Frazier. Nice round kick, though. Low. Frazier comes back with the kick. A great
nice shots by Frazier.
Huge shots by Frazier. Leg and striking with the fist. Frazier now throws Russian down. What a great wrestling move. Russian's back up.
The Russian went for a little football takedown. ZANE FRAIZER putting his shoulder down. I can play football.
Actually got lower than the Russian.
Yeah, he did.
Now the Russian's on top. He's on a side mount, and he's throwing lefts to
big
Frazier's
left
face.
hands.
Lefts and rights. Frazier trying to hold him off.
Frazier in a very dangerous position here right now, taking big shots. Big shots. Frazier not where he wants to be. He's just covering, and taps out. ZANE FRAIZER putting up a game fight. He should have stayed on his feet. He should have reacted and started covering up. You cannot get too much into defensive mode. He did. It's over.
Did you see how excited Kudin got when he started? He said, oh my goodness, he made a mistake. And he went after him. Kudin with some tremendous strikes that puts Frazier out. Frazier has to tap out, and it's over.
That's the difference in fighters. You gotta know how to finish in no holds bar. You could see as soon as Kudin had Frazier in any type of position, he flurried. Look at him, he went crazy. Lefts, rights, tried to throw a couple elbows there, hitting with the inside of his hands. He didn't even know what he was doing. He just went crazy. You gotta know how to finish. It's a Mike Tyson effect. It's an Aaron Pryor effect. You got to know how to finish. Zane Frazier, we saw earlier, backed up his opponent, a nice kick, a nice punch, but was unable to finish. You see the tap there. That's the result. You got to know